I'm so happy to have you here for this new episode of Learn with Jassiel. Today we're going to keep discovering wonderful stories from the Bible. And this time we'll learn together about chapter 2 of Genesis. It will be a very special journey full of questions and answers, so pay close attention because learning about God is always fun. And remember, don't keep what you've learned just for yourselves. Share it with your other little friends too. Are you ready? Let's go with the first question.
3, 2, 1.
Let's begin with our first question. Question 1. Where did the Lord God put the man he had made? A. In a cave. B. In an open field. C. In a garden eastward. The correct answer is in a garden eastward. And the Lord God planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed. Genesis 2:8. Let's move on to the next question. Question 2. What did God do on the seventh day? A. Rested from all his work. B. Made the stars. C. Made the birds. The correct answer is rested from all his work. And on the seventh day, God ended his work which he had made. And he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. Genesis 2:2. Here comes the following question. Question 3. Where did the river that watered the garden come from? A. From the Red Sea. B. From Eden. C. From Mount Sinai. The correct answer is from Eden. And a river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from there it was divided into 4 parts. Genesis 2:10. Let's continue. Question 4. Which tree was in the middle of the garden? A. Bronze tree. B. Tree of life. C. Tree of the nations. The correct answer is Tree of Life. The Tree of Life was also in the middle of the garden, and the Tree of the Knowledge of Good and Evil. Genesis 2:9. Next question, please. Question 5. From what did God make man? A. Water and wind. B. Rays of light. C. Dust of the ground. The correct answer is dust of the ground. And the Lord God formed man from the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being. Genesis 2:7. Let's go forward. Question 6. Which tree was man not to eat from? A. Tree of life. B. Tree of the knowledge of good and evil. C. Tree of the nations. The correct answer is Tree of the knowledge of good and evil. But you shall not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, for in the day that you eat from it you shall surely die. Genesis 2:17. Time. Question 7. Why did Adam call her woman? A. She was made from dust. B. She was his helper. C. She was taken out of man. The correct answer is she was taken out of man. She shall be called woman because she was taken out of man. Genesis 2:23. Let's keep going. Question 8. What did Adam call her? A. Daughter. B. Woman. C. Helper. The correct answer is woman. She shall be called woman because she was taken out of man. Genesis 2:23. Next question. Question 9. What did God use to make the woman? A. One of the man's ribs. B. Dust from the ground. C. Water from the river. The correct answer is one of the man's ribs. And from the rib which the Lord God had taken from man, he made a woman and brought her to the man. Genesis 2:22. Let's proceed. Question 10. How many parts did the river from Eden have? A. 2. B. 4. C. 6. The correct answer is 4. And from there it was divided into 4 parts. Genesis 2:10. Let's advance to the next question. Question 11. What is the first river named? A. Euphrates. B. Pishon. C. Hiddekel. The correct answer is Pishon. The name of the first is Pishon. It flows around the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold. Genesis 2:11. Here's the next one. Question 12. Why did God put man in the garden? A. To make sacrifices. B. To teach the animals. C. To work it and keep it. The correct answer is to work it and keep it. Then the Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and to keep it. Genesis 2:15. Let's continue our review. Question 13. What metal was in the land of Havilah? A. Silver. B. Gold. C. Copper. The correct answer is gold. The name of the first is Pishon. It flows around the whole land of Havilah, where there is gold. Genesis 2:11. On to the next question. Question 14. What else was in the land with the gold? A. Silver and rubies. B. Bdellium and onyx stone. C. Emerald and sapphire. is bdellium and onyx stone, and the gold of that land is good. Bdellium and the onyx stone are there, Genesis 2:12. Let's move forward. Question 15. Which river flows around the land of Cush? A. Pishon, B. Gihon, C. Hiddekel. The correct answer is Gihon. The name of the second river is Gihon. It flows around the whole land of Cush, Genesis 2:13. Here comes the next one. Question 16. Which direction does Hiddekel flow? A. South of Egypt, B. Toward the east of Assyria, C. North of Canaan. The correct answer is toward the east of Assyria. The name of the third river is Hiddekel. It flows toward the east of Assyria. The fourth river is the Euphrates, Genesis 2:14. Let's keep going. Question 17. Why shall a man leave his father and mother? A. To go to work, B. To be joined to his wife, C. To seek wealth. The correct answer is to be joined to his wife. Therefore, a man shall leave his father and his mother and be joined to his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Genesis 2:24. Next question. Question 18. How were Adam and his wife in the garden? A. Wearing linen, B. Naked and not ashamed, C. With fig leaves. The correct answer is naked and not ashamed. And they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed. Genesis 2:25. Let's continue. Question 19. What three things did God do to the seventh day? A. Lit it, decorated it, filled it with flowers. B. Rested, blessed it, and crowned it. C. Rested, blessed it, and made it holy. The correct answer is rested, blessed it, and made it holy. And God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it he rested from all his work which God had created and made. Genesis 2:3. Almost there, let's move on to the last one. Question 20. What would happen if man ate from the forbidden tree? A. Live forever, B. Be sent away, C. Surely die. The correct answer is surely die. For in the day that you eat from it, you shall surely die. Genesis 2:17. We've reached the end of our review of Genesis chapter 2. Alright, little friends, we've reached the end of this episode of Learn with Jassiel. Today we learned together some great lessons from chapter 2 of Genesis. Always remember to put into practice what we learn from the Bible because it brings us closer to God. And don't forget to share this episode with your friends so they can learn too. Oh, and remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any episodes. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye, little friends.